This is Flow News at 6 p.m. on Flow 94.9 FM Umuahia, the flow of God's own state. Good evening and thanks for joining us. My name is Chimdindu Chambers. The headlines. President Buhari commissions projects in Lagos State. Senate postpones passage of 2019 appropriation bill. Abia State government calls for private investment in urban transport sector. And on the foreign scene, details emerge on Sri Lanka's Easter Day bomber. Details shortly. President Muhammadu Buhari today commissioned the remodeled Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road, the world-class Oshodi Transport Interchange, and the 820 high and medium capacity buses for public transportation in Lagos. Buhari, who commissioned the very impactful project at a well-attended ceremony, said he was delighted that the projects reflected the drive and success of government in pursuing policies and programs that will positively impact on its citizens. He commended Governor Akinwumi Ambode for his developmental strides.
Our government will continue to prioritize high-impact infrastructure to vastly improve the lives of our people. This is my second working visit to Lagos State within a span of 1 year. Your Governor Akinwumi Ambode has performed satisfactorily and development of Lagos State.
Earlier, Governor Ambode expressed optimism that the projects would improve standard of living of Lagosians.
Beyond the significance for the health sector, this institute is a major contribution to our education sector also, as it becomes a veritable platform for our medical university to enhance their exposure and experience with the top-class medical equipment we have provided here.
Minister of Labour and Employment Chris Ngige said he's not bothered about the decision of some medical doctors who choose to leave Nigeria to practice outside the country. Speaking in Abuja, Ngige said the practice is not alien to Nigeria, as there are citizens of other countries who are working well in Nigeria.
We have surplus in the medical profession here. They sharpen their skills, they earn money and send them back home here. Yes, we have earnings from them. We have foreign exchange earnings, not from oil. Those guys go there, they are better trained because of the facilities they have there. Eventually, I know some of them who have come back home with those facilities and opened up centers.
The minister maintained that there was nothing wrong in their choice to practice overseas at the detriment of Nigeria's health sector. The Nigerian army has vowed to flush out the remnant of Boko Haram's insurgents in the northeast region of the country. Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tuko Borotai, stated this when he declared open the 2019 First Quarterly Conference of the Nigerian Army Infantry Corps in Jaji, Kaduna State. He called for an improved relationship between the military and the civilian population.
It's a complex require a more comprehensive approach, and this comprehensive approach will comprise of the totality of government efforts, the totality of the involvement of every individual.
He said the army would not spare any effort in ridding the region of insurgents as well as other related crimes in other parts of the country. The Senate has postponed the passage of 2019 appropriation bill to next week Tuesday. The upper chamber took the stand today when it moved into considering other bills for second reading against expectation of many stakeholders who came to witness the passage of the appropriation bill. However, a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the National Assembly Budget and Research Office and for other matters connected thereto was read for the second time. Member representing Isukwato Munnochi Federal Constituency of Abia State, Nkiriko Onyejocha, says she is in the race for the speakership of the House of Representatives as a result of the concerns of the people of the Southeast region regarding the distribution of presiding officers' position in the National Assembly. The Abia lawmaker declared his intention to contest the position despite the resolve of the leadership of her party, the APC, to support House Leader Femi Gbajabiamila to emerge as the Speaker in the 9th National Assembly.
I know that my party has stated in the key National Assembly leadership positions. It is, however, important to point out the concerns of my people of the Southeast geopolitical zone. We are worried that an inequitable distribution of presiding officers' position in the National Assembly would exacerbate the current deep divides in the country.
Officials of Port Harcourt Maximum Prison have been accused of extortion by some relatives of inmates. In an interview, relatives said at every entry point manned by prison officials, between 1,000 to 3,000 naira is extorted from anyone visiting an inmate before being allowed access.
So at the end of the day, about 3,500 naira that was in my pocket was gone. The most annoying thing is that there is poster everywhere saying report extortion to prison authorities.
A human rights lawyer, Benga Oladipo, described the alleged extortion at the Port Harcourt Maximum Prison as illegal.
You are not supposed to pay a dime to gain admittance. Should endeavor to have cameras at designated points prior to the entry to the prison, and these cameras will solve it all. And then citizens should form the habit of reporting acts of extortion carried out on them.
There are about 10 checkpoints at the entrance of Port Harcourt Maximum Prison. Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has debunked rumors that it's deducting marks from candidates who took part in the just concluded Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. JAMB Head of Media and Information, Fabian Benjamin, in an interview with newsmen, said the rumors were false. Benjamin said the board has standard procedure for dealing with cases of malpractice and other sharp practices.
We don't deduct marks from candidates. Against a candidate that he or she is involved in any exam malpractice, what we do is to cancel such a result outrightly, and we'll look at the level of involvement of that center. If it is widespread, we cancel the entire center and schedule them for another examination.
In a bid to cushion the effect of the reduction of time of tricycle operation from 9 p.m. to 7 p.m. in Abia and Umuahia, Abia State Government has called on private individuals and organizations to invest in the urban transport sector. Commissioner for Information John Oki-Kalu, who made the call in an interview with newsmen, said investing in the transport sector will also ease pressure on government.
The number of vehicles involved in the operation is not enough, and that's why we are still having pockets of problems. As we recommend that our people put taxis and buses on the road and make money. Government should not be the one buying and deploying taxis. Let the private sector support the government by buying taxis and buses and deploying.
Kalu advised property owners across the state to install security lights around their homes to aid in curbing sinister movements by criminals.
The government has started the activation of... We are going to deploy more street lights, especially at flash points. In fact, we will deploy around the park, Lucioma Junction, but we need support from members of the general public. Wherever you live in Aba, just 1 or 2 street lights in front of your house will help us.
He urged tricycle operators and motorists to report cases of extortion by police officers or other officials. A bill for an act to establish a federal polytechnic, Aba, Abia State, has passed second reading at the House of Representatives. Moving a motion on the bill, Idris Wase from Plateau State said that Aba deserved a federal polytechnic given the industrial ingenuity of the people of the area. The bill was seeking concurrence in the House for a second reading. Flow News at 6 p.m. continues shortly with business, foreign and sports news. Stay with us.
You are listening to 94 FM Umuahia. The flow of God's own state. Detailed, balanced, straight to the point. News now on Flow 94.9 FM Umuahia.
6:45 a.m. noon, and 6 p.m.
News now. News as you need to know it. The flow of God's own state.
And now to business news. The Nigerian Communication Commission has declared the registration of 95.7 million subscriber identity module cards invalid because of improper capture of fingerprints and faces. Executive Commissioner Stakeholder Management of the Commission, Sunday Dare, made this disclosure in Abuja. He said those who indulge in the illegal activities would be charged for felony, adding that they risked 25 years imprisonment as prescribed by the law. He said once an agent engaging in pre-registered SIM cards was arrested, the culpability could cascade to other players in the SIM registration value chain, including the super agents. And away from the shores of Nigeria, Sri Lanka's officials say one of the attackers behind the Easter Sunday bombings once studied in the UK, as further details on the bombers emerge. The report said he visited Southeast England in 2006 to study, but did not complete a full university degree and later did a course in Australia. The death toll has risen to 359, with more than 500 people wounded. And finally, in sports, Chelsea manager Maurizio Sarri has been charged with misconduct by the Football Association following his late dismissal in Monday's 2-2 draw with Burnley. Sarri's assistant Gianfranco Zola claimed after the match that the decision to send his compatriot to the stands was unfair, as he was just trying to tell the players to get in position. Now to end the news, a recap on our major stories. Today commissioned some projects in Lagos State. The Senate has postponed the passage of 2019 appropriation bill to next week, Tuesday. Abia State government has called on private individuals and organizations to invest in the urban transport sector. And on the foreign scene, Sri Lanka's officials say one of the attackers behind the Easter Sunday bombing once studied in the UK, as further details on the bombers emerge. Thanks for being with us. Remember that security is everyone's business. Provide useful information to security agencies to ensure your security. Join us at 6:45 a.m., noon and 6 p.m. every weekday for additional newscast. This is Flow 94.9 FM, the flow of God's own state. You can send your views or information to flowfmnews@gmail.com or visit www.flownews.com.ng for more stories. This bulletin was edited by Samson Eze. My name is Chimdindu Chambers. Have yourself a lovely day.
You're in a flow state of mind.